Ahmed was just 21 when he landed in Dubai for the first time. The desert heat hit him like a wave the moment he stepped out of the airport. Back in a small village in Pakistan, everyone believed Dubai was made of gold, where money grew like dates on palm trees and dreams came true in weeks. But Ahmed was about to learn the truth. Here, dreams were expensive, and the price was sweat, sacrifice, and patience. His first job wasn't a shiny office or a grand hotel. It was in a small, dusty car wash on the outskirts of the city. Every morning, he woke up in a cramped room he shared with 6 other workers, the hum of the AC barely masking the noise of traffic outside. He would cycle to work, pedaling past glass skyscrapers and luxury cars he could only dream of owning. The work was brutal. Under the scorching sun, Ahmed would wash car after car, his hands cracked from the soap, his back aching from bending for hours. The pay was enough to send a little money back home, but never enough to save. He often wondered if he had made the right choice coming here. One evening, as he was cleaning a black Mercedes, the owner, a tall Emirati man in a spotless white Kandura, struck up a conversation. "You wash cars well," the man said, "but is this what you came here to do?" Ahmed hesitated before answering. "No, sir. I came here to build a life, but I don't know where to start." That conversation planted a seed. Ahmed began to notice the details in every car he cleaned, the paintwork, the interiors, the smell of leather. He realized he loved the art of making a car shine, almost like bringing it to life. That night, he searched car detailing on his old phone and found videos of people turning dull, dusty cars into showroom perfection. Something inside him clicked. This could be his way out. From that day, Ahmed saved every extra dirham. He stopped eating out, bought second-hand clothes, and even took extra shifts at the car wash. His roommates thought he was crazy, but Ahmed had a vision. Every night, he watched tutorials, learning the science of car care, polishing, ceramic coating, paint protection. Months passed, and finally, Ahmed had enough to buy a small set of detailing tools. He started offering premium detailing services after work, targeting customers who cared about their cars. At first, business was slow. Some days he earned nothing, but Ahmed never stopped showing up. One day, fate tested him. A luxury car showroom called, asking if he could detail a rare Lamborghini for a special event. It was the biggest opportunity of his life, and the riskiest. If he messed up, his reputation would be over before it began. Ahmed worked on that Lamborghini for 2 full days, barely sleeping, polishing every curve, every inch, until it gleamed like it was made of liquid gold. When the event came, the car stole the spotlight. The showroom owner handed Ahmed his payment and said, "From now on, you're my guy." That one job opened doors Ahmed never imagined. Within a year, he left the car wash and opened his own detailing shop, a small garage with big dreams painted on its walls. 3 years later, Ahmed's shop became one of Dubai's most trusted names in luxury car detailing. He hired other workers from his village, giving them the same opportunity he once prayed for. And in the corner of his office, mounted on the wall, was a framed photo of his old cycle, the one he used to ride to the car wash every morning. Whenever someone asked how he made it, Ahmed would smile and say, "In Dubai, nothing is handed to you, but if you're willing to sweat for your dream, even the desert will bloom for you." Success didn't come without new challenges. Running a business in Dubai was different from simply working for someone else. There were licenses to renew, customers to satisfy, competitors trying to undercut prices, and bills that didn't care how hard you'd worked the previous week. But Ahmed carried with him the lessons of those long, exhausting days at the car wash. He knew the value of showing up every day, no matter how tired, and he refused to let his standards slip. He built his shop's reputation not just on skill, but on trust. Every customer got his personal attention. If a customer wasn't satisfied, Ahmed would redo the job for free. Not because he had to, but because he believed every car deserved to leave his shop looking like a dream. One quiet evening, as Ahmed was closing the shop, a young delivery rider stopped outside. The man's clothes were soaked in sweat, and his face was weary. Ahmed recognized that look. It was the same one he had worn years ago. They started talking, and the rider revealed his name was Bilal, and that he'd come to Dubai only a month ago, already wondering if he'd made a mistake. Ahmed saw himself in Bilal. He remembered the loneliness, the uncertainty, the nights when he lay awake staring at the ceiling, questioning his choices. Without thinking twice, Ahmed told Bilal, "Come back tomorrow. I'll teach you something that might change your life." The next day, Ahmed gave Bilal a polishing cloth and showed him the basics of detailing. At first, Bilal's hands were clumsy, but Ahmed knew skill came with time. Weeks turned into months, and Bilal slowly transformed. His confidence grew, and his work began to shine as brightly as the cars he touched. Ahmed didn't just teach him a trade. He gave him belief. And in return, Bilal gave Ahmed something even more valuable, a reminder of why he had started. It wasn't only about making money anymore. It was about lifting others, just as someone had once lifted him. One day, while driving past the same old car wash where his journey began, Ahmed stopped his SUV and looked at the young men scrubbing cars under the harsh sun. He parked, walked in, and bought cold water for everyone there. One of the workers, puzzled, asked, "Do I know you, brother?" Ahmed smiled softly. "Maybe not, but I was once standing exactly where you are now." He handed his business card to one of them and said, "If you ever want to learn a new skill, my shop door is always open." Years later, Ahmed expanded to 3 branches across the UAE. His shop worked on everything from Rolls-Royces in Dubai Marina to vintage classics in Abu Dhabi. But no matter how many cars passed through his garage, no matter how big the deals got, Ahmed never forgot his first cycle ride to work, his first cracked hands from scrubbing tires, or the first time he dared to dream bigger. And whenever someone asked for his secret to success, his answer was always the same. In this land, the heat will test you, the loneliness will break you, and the work will drain you. But if you respect every dirham, stay humble, and refuse to quit, the UAE won't just give you a living, it will give you a life worth telling.